Hey everybody, what is going on? This is OrvieWoah bringing you another video, and today we're doing a Call of Duty gameplay. We're going to be talking about all the things that I think can make Modern Warfare 2 the best Call of Duty of all time. If you enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Other than that, let's get it. Okay, so we're here with the Modern Warfare 2 beta, and there's a lot of good things about this beta. There's a lot of bad things about this beta. We're going to talk about both, but in two separate videos. So this video is all about the good stuff, so we can leave some of the anger-inducing things to the side. Stole a little idea from Jev here, where we're going to go through our different custom classes on the things that I really enjoy about this beta. Number one, looks great. This is just this is the MP5 that you can now unlock. In the original beta, you were kind of having to do some stuff to kind of work around and get it. On this one, you can just unlock it. And so we'll get into some games here, and we'll start talking a little about what we're talking about. And the biggest thing is the game does look great. It looks so much better. I would say it's the best looking one we've had since Modern Warfare 2019. Cold War was okay. Vanguard was a huge downturn for me personally. I just did not like the old setting. I did not like the old junky wooden guns. This game, it looks awesome. I'm not necessarily talking about incredible graphical integrity. I'm just talking about for a Call of Duty game that I want to play, this is what I want it to look like. And they've even taken some of the things that we didn't like from previous Call of Duties, maybe even Modern Warfare 2019. I don't remember it super closely on that one, but I tend to think like early Verdansk was super drab, kind of grayish. This one is a little brighter, a little more colors. They've figured out that we can have an intense combat setting, and it doesn't have to be just super drab the whole time. The game looks good. The guns look incredible. They look real. They look like what they're actually made out of, aluminum, metal, whatever it may be on the different guns. They look like real guns. It doesn't look cartoony. Just all around. The maps also very well done as far as the looks. I like how the setting is, the attention to detail on little things, and I'm pretty sure that you can, even from the start, yep, you can do gun inspects. Mags come out, there's bullets, checked chamber, all of this stuff. Look at this gun. This looks so much better already than anything we had in Vanguard. Look at this. That's sick. It looks sweet. I love it. Great to see that already in the game. One of my biggest issues with Vanguard, it didn't play as terrible, you know, as I really thought it would. But it's just so hard for me to get into a game and put a ton of hours into it when it's ugly. It's stuff that I don't care about. And I think a lot of people felt that same way. I was really happy to see that we were getting out of that time period, because honestly, you're very limited when you do that. There's not a whole lot you can change. And I think we've seen it over the past like couple months. Of Vanguard, they've started introducing newer looking guns, newer looking skins, and people are like, well, this isn't World War II, and there's been a whole thing about whether the story is still set in that time period or what, but I think they realized very quickly that they could not continue to sell people on that, and that it just got old very fast. But if we just look around at this game, look at this. This looks, for a video game, this looks as real as I need it to here. Plants look good, chairs look good, house looks good. I'm not even running this on ultra on anything. This is basic level stuff. I don't have an incredibly powerful computer, and it looks really good. So I can't even imagine what the guys that are, you know, running this thing on super high settings, it probably looks very good. But it's really, to me, more about the tone of the looks is what was important, and I'm glad we got to where we got to. So the next thing on our list, the Gunsmith. I love it. Not only do I love how it actually works as you're in it and picking things and going about that, but literally the way that they have changed gun unlocks, all of that. Essentially everything that has to do with the Gunsmith, I am a huge fan of. If you're not aware, now you unlock a receiver for a gun. So like you'll get the M4 receiver, and anything that can be built off of that platform, you will unlock that gun as you use your M4 receiver. So we can look in the minute here in the menu, but on this one you have the M4. It unlocks into a battle rifle. It unlocks into an LMG. And anything that you unlock while you're using this basic assault rifle M4, almost all of it carries over to those other guns that work off the same platform. So like for the MP5 that we were just using, we started that, we got a Lockman battle rifle. We leveled it up until the Lockman assault rifle unlocked, and then we leveled that up until the Lockman sub unlocked, and we just continued to go. But once we got all that unlocked, we already had underbarrels, stocks, muzzles, things like that for those guns. It makes the grind for the guns substantially shorter. You will have stuff unlocked much sooner. Feel like I should have had that one. We'll put that in the other video. But the grind for the guns looks like it is going to be massively slower, quicker. Sorry, you're gonna have much less of a grind for the guns than we have, especially in Vanguard. Vanguard was one of the worst. Just tons of attachments that didn't matter, and it took forever to get to them. There are still a lot of attachments. I'm fine with that because it does seem so much easier to unlock them now. I enjoy having the ability to choose from a ton of different things, as long as it's not feeling like a slog to unlock, and it does feel much better on this Gunsmith. We don't know things. A couple things we don't know on the Gunsmith are how the camo challenges are going to work. We haven't seen any of that yet, so no big news on that. So let's move on to the next thing, game sounds. Now, I'm not talking necessarily about footstep loudness things. That's things we'll get into in the other video, but the actual sounds of the game, the gunshots, actually the footsteps, the way the buildings sound when you walk around in them, your characters, all of that sounds super realistic. And a lot of the argument has been that it's almost maybe too good, too loud, because the footsteps are so good that you can sound more like crazy on here. But that being said, that can't be done if the audio's not good. So the bones of it are great here. The guns just, it sounds like you're actually using them. It does not sound like some kind of goofy canned audio. Okay, so the next thing on the video as we're loading into this next game, the maps. This has been a huge problem, I would say, in the last two games. Well, maybe even in Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2019. It's been an ongoing problem, honestly, for the past CODs that I can remember. One of the biggest problems that I tell people, the map is essentially the whole game. It's where you spend all of your time. The last time that I really remember great maps, I mean, other than one or two coming in from other things, I mean, things like firing range. That's why we're still asking for stuff like high rise and terminal and all these maps from Modern Warfare 2. Almost every map on Modern Warfare 2 felt really good, the OG Modern Warfare 2. There were very few that were just so horrible you didn't want to play on them. There were a couple, but as we've moved forward in games, it seemed like it's been the inverse. So there's been less and less ones we want to play, more and more that we want to skip. So far in this beta, we only have 3 or 4 maps, so it is very early to tell on something like that, but I've been super happy with what we've got so far. The game I was just playing, obviously I was talking about, is one of the maps I've had the most trouble with, but I don't necessarily think it's bad. This map right here feels pretty great. This is one of the faster playing maps. It is, it can get incredibly hectic very quickly, especially on like a Dom. Team Deathmatch is always a little bit slower of a mode. but the map itself plays really well and is really fun. And I enjoy it. And again, back into what we talked about before with colors, the maps all look good. That's the one thing, the first thing. After that, the second thing is that they seem to be structured pretty well. There's not a ton. The one thing I was worried about, there's almost no doors, which that is good. We don't have as many doors. We also don't have as many windows. So all of that's good things to see. Much better there. It also feels like they're paced a little better. We do have, I don't know that it's our perfect, old school 3 lanes, but it is much closer to that than anything we've had recently. And overall, I am very happy with where the maps are at the moment. Always room for improvement. Also, we've only seen 3, so hard to get too much of an idea of what we're running into until we see the rest. But I'm happy right now. Okay, so the very last thing that I want to talk about on the beta, just the overall feel of the game, I am incredibly happy with. I was worried to start. I was even worried the first couple days that I played the beta. The no slide canceling, addition of the dolphin dive, the return to the more of an OG style feel COD. It is a lot different than how it has been the last couple games. I think that is a good thing. I'm very happy with the changes so far in the multiplayer. I think the multiplayer is fine. It does play more like an OG Modern Warfare 2 or one of those older games where we didn't have all the movement mechanics. I love the movement mechanics. I like slide canceling. I was never against that. I would have been fine if they had left it in. Fine that they took it out, especially in the multiplayer. I don't think it's super necessary, or maybe even a good thing in the multiplayer. It definitely felt like something that was more needed in Warzone than in this. And other than getting used to, game feels different. Other than that, the feel of the game is great. The bones of this game, this is the overall message I think I would want to go away with on this video, is that the bones of this game are incredible. There's so much to build off of. And I think that this being a 2-year title is good, because that will give them plenty of time to build on those bones. There are definite issues with the meat, but the bones themselves are excellent. There's a lot of really great things going on with this game. I'm excited to get the actual full game, try all the new maps, all the new guns, really play around in the Gunsmith. Pleasantly surprised with the beta, and excited for the game. I was worried, and really I was excited about Warzone 2, and I was worried about the multiplayer. And I would say from COD Next and the beta and all of that, that has completely flipped. I'm now excited about the multiplayer, and I am worried about Warzone 2. But that's another video as well. So overall, super excited. Think the game's going to be great. Really ready to play it. I'd love to hear what you guys think about your experience with the beta so far, what you think about the changes. Again, we're going to have another video coming out after this one about the things I didn't like in the beta. But this right here, these are the things that I think will really help elevate this, and honestly can make this one of the best CODs that we've ever had, if they tweak a couple of the things. We'll see about what those may be in the next video. Thanks you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, please remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps with the algorithm, all those things. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you on the next one.